Hello everyone, welcome to Sutton Heritage tutorial series on how to use Faltour. Our first tutorial was how to subscribe to Faltour. If you have not subscribed yet, please go back to that tutorial and do it first before you go on to the second tutorial on how to upload your listings. For everyone who is already subscribed, this tutorial is going to show you how to upload your listing onto Faltour. I'm Laura Marks and I'm going to walk you through the steps. First thing you're going to need to do is open up a browser on your computer. I'm using Google Chrome. Type in faltour.com, faltour.com. That's going to take you to the landing page of Faltour. On this page, you're going to note in the top right-hand corner, member section. I want you to click on that. It's going to bring you into your login page. You're going to choose your email address and your password that you have chosen for Faltour, and then you're going to hit login. Once you get into the home page of Faltour, you're going to notice some information down here. Faltour is always growing and changing and adding new features to make the system even better for the agents and the administration staff that use this system. So every once in a while, take a few minutes and read through the new features. I guarantee you they will be there to make your job a lot easier, so it's very important to keep yourself up to speed on any changes. Now we're in our virtual filing drawer, or sorry, let me start that again. We are now in Faltour.com. What is Faltour.com? Faltour.com is an online filing cabinet. So it will allow you to access any of your listing, buyer, or transaction documents no matter where you are. As long as you have access to the internet, you can have access to any of your documents or information on your clients. You just simply need to have a smartphone, a tablet, a laptop, or a computer connection, and you will instantly be linked to all your documents and client files. So having said that, we are going to examine some of the different drawers in our Faltour virtual filing cabinet. Today we're going to explore the listing drawer, but there are the buyers, transactions, email, faxes, and document drawers. We'll look at those at a later time. Today we're going to concentrate on the listing drawer. What I want you to do is to go in and click on listings. That's going to bring up your listing search page. Your listing search page defaults in active and conditional listings. However, if you wanted to look up, say, a sold listing, you can come over to the right-hand side where it says all statuses, and you can click on sold, click search, and up will come all of your active, conditional, and sold listings. So if you needed something from an old file that had already sold, you would just click that button and it will appear on your listing search page. For today, we're just going to look at the default section of the listing search page. I want to note one other item and bring it to your attention. You're going to see the word pending, renewal, and first refusal. These are three statuses that we do not use in Sutton Group Heritage. So if you chose one of those three statuses, you are going to have a listing that is not available to admin because we don't use those definitions. Therefore, the admin staff will not be able to access that listing search if they needed those documents. So please just use active, conditional, expired, canceled, sold, suspended, or a kit is a file that is in web forms that's been transferred over to Faltour. We'll deal with that in another tutorial. So for today's example, we're going to be using our listing search file drawer, and we're going to add a file to that file drawer, which is a new listing. To do that, we're going to come over to the Add and green button on your left-hand side. We're going to click on the word Add, and that's going to open up a file in our filing drawer. This file, the first page is the profile. The profile is the actual information about that listing. So we're going to go in and fill out the boxes that are open on the listing profile. The listing is likely to be an active listing. However, you can classify it as conditional, sold, expired, suspended, and canceled. In this case, it defaults to active because that's what you're generally going to be uploading, is an active listing. The next box is your MLS number. Now, once you have broker loaded your listing and now you're going to come into Faltour to add the documents, please remember to put your MLS number in here. By doing so, the Faltour will not duplicate your file. Let me explain that to you. Faltour, once a listing has been uploaded into Toronto Real Estate Board, once a day, Faltour goes in and scrapes down the information from the Toronto Real Estate Board and matches up any new listings with agents. So if you uploaded a new listing, it would see your TREB number and a new listing associated to your TREB membership number, and it would bring that listing into your listing search section. If you uploaded a listing without putting in the MLS number, it will duplicate that listing for you in your listing search because it will not see the MLS number and it will assume that it is a different listing. It does not look at addresses, it only looks at MLS numbers. So if you have created a listing profile prior to getting an MLS number, so you've created a draft on Stratus and you haven't uploaded it yet to TREB, but you want to continue with the process and create your listing profile, there's no problem in doing so. Just remember to come back into Faltour once you've uploaded and launched your listing onto TREB and put that MLS number in your MLS box on your listing profile, so TREB will not duplicate that file for you. That's a lot to take in at the beginning when you pretty much don't know what you're dealing with here, but once you've done this once or twice, you're going to understand what I just explained. So back to filling out our profile. We've got our MLS number in here. Contract number means nothing to us, so we don't fill it out. This is a listing, so we're going to have a purchase price in there. We're going to make it $200,000. If it was a leased property, we would put the lease price in. Our contract date, well, it's today, the 18th of November, and the expiry date, I'm going to navigate by using the next button. That's going to jump me a month at a time, and it's going to expire March the 31st. I'm going to go over onto the right-hand side, and I'm going to fill in the address information. And next is, and we're going to call it Plaza Street, and it's L2L. 2L2 for the postal code, and yes, you must put the postal code in there. We're going to go down this information here. If it was a leased property, we would then choose lease and not sale, but in this example it's going to be a sale property. The zoning, property type, legal description, you can put that in if you want to. It's not a necessary field. However, I do recommend you putting in your total commission. It's 5%, and the buyer's cooperating commission is 2.5%. And then we're going to navigate through our listing file with our next button at the bottom right-hand side. So I'm going to click on next, and that's going to bring me to the next page of my file, which is agents. it automatically puts your name in there because you're in under your Faltour file. But if you worked with a partner, you would not see your partner's name in. You're going to have to add it to the file. So we were going to go into this rectangular box, and I work with a partner, so we're going to start typing her name in. And you're going to see as I started to type, her name's appeared. I'm going to choose it, and then I'm going to click on Add. In Faltour, you will find every real estate agent on the Toronto Real Estate Board. So don't worry, your partner will be in there, or any other agent you may be working with. You just need to start typing their name in and they will appear. So now I've got both of us on the listing profile, and I'm going to now click Next, and that's going to bring me to my client section. I'm going to click on Add a Client, and up will come an information box. You don't need to put a salutation in unless you want to be that formal. You're going to put in the seller's name. It's Bob and Sally Cashy. They are the sellers. Their phone number is 905-671-2345. Oops, I missed a dash. And it's important to put in their email address because it's going to be a reference for you, and it's going to help you if you needed to send them an email. You'll find that it will auto-populate the email area, and you don't need to have to go and look up their email address. I'm going to put in the email address. Both Bob and Sally live at the listed property, so a shortcut is this little house icon. If I click on it, it will auto-populate the address of the property. I'm done that area. I've completed that area. I'm going to go down to Next, and it's going to bring me to the last page in my listing profile. This could be an area that you could type a note in for yourself. Say you had a price reduction pre-signed for December 13th. So you had already agreed to them that in the next 2 weeks, if the property doesn't sell, we're going to do a price reduction. So that's a reminder to yourself or maybe to your partner. You can put anything in there you want. It's just a blank piece of paper that you can fill out your notes in. At the end, you're going to click on Save, and that has now saved our file. And we're going to now start by uploading our listing documents into that virtual file. You know our information has been saved because in this top corner you have a green check mark and the words "the information has been saved." We're going to go down further to where it says Documents, and we're going to click on that. That's going to allow us to upload our documents into this document file. You're going to see a grayed out box. In the grayed out box are the required documents for this file. So you just simply choose those documents, upload them to Faltour, and your listing is complete. How do we do that? Well, we're going to go over to the Add Document section, and we're going to click on the word Add Documents. It's going to open up a new screen. This screen is going to allow us to go into our computer and upload the documents from our computer. So I'm going to hit Browse or drag and drop. I'm going to click Browse. And on my computer, I'm going to just go to my desktop. I'm going to go into my Documents file. And I'm going to go into my listing file, and there are the documents I need to upload for this particular listing. So I can choose them all at the same time. These are all the documents that I need. And I'm going to click on Open. Once they've appeared in this screen, this is a very important step. To avoid Faltour asking for documents that you've already uploaded, you must correctly name these documents a name that Faltour recognizes. So you may have named it something on this side, but Faltour has specific requests or specific names for each document, and if it's named something else, it will not recognize it's in the file. So having said that, I have uploaded a survey, and I must come over to this dialog box here, hit the drop down menu, and find what Faltour refers to it as a survey plan. I'm going to choose that. So now Faltour recognizes there's a survey in the file. Over here is my FinTrack identification number. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to look for, there's my FinTrack here, and it's a seller's FinTrack. So I'm going to choose that. Here's my listing agreement. I'm going to go into the dialog drop-down menu, and I'm going to find listing agreement, highlight it, and click on it. My MLS data form, I'm going to go in here, and here's my data input sheet. Click on it. And last but not least, nobody would know what this is, but I know it is my, where is it? Here it is, my showing instructions. So I've chosen that. I've now named all my files that I want to upload into my file a name that Faltour recognizes, and I'm now going to upload it into my listing file. You're going to notice the orange circles going around. That's the system uploading your form into the file. Once you see all the files with green check marks, you now know they've all been transferred into Faltour. You can close this window by using this X here, and you're going to now see the files have appeared in your listing profile. However, we see that still one document is missing. I did not upload the Working with a Realtor. So I overlooked that. I'm going to go back into my Add Documents, into my Browse and Drag, back into my file, and there it is. I forgot to add the Working with a Realtor. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to click Open. It's now going to appear on my screen. I'm going to name that document, and the short form is WWR Seller. There's my Working with a Realtor Seller. I'm going to upload that. Waiting for my green check mark. There it is. So I know it's in my file. I'm going to transfer it over. It is now in my file. Sure enough, here it is. I have now got all of my required documents into my listing file. I'm basically done here. I've got my profile completed. I can view that by going over here to the right side and hit View Listing. I could actually from this screen send a document by clicking on Send Documents by Email. I want to send all of the forms I just uploaded to my seller. So I've clicked on my seller's name. It puts their email address in here. I could put all docs for your record. There you go. Sending them all their documents. They can keep in one nice file, and click Send. And off that will go to your clients, and they will have a copy of all their documents if they have not got it already. I'm going to just go hit cancel so I can get out of the screen. Again, we're now back into that listing profile. If I wanted to look at the documents of that profile, I go over to the right side, click on Documents, and there are my documents. If I wanted to view that document, I can simply click on the document, or I can click on the little page with a pencil, and that will open up the document I uploaded. So there's my document. Okay. That's it for uploading a listing into Faltour. If you have any questions whatsoever or you need assistance in going through this, please give me a call. I'm Laura Marks. You can reach me through the Markham and Stouffville office. And stay tuned for more tutorials on Faltour. Our next one will be on how to upload a transaction. Thanks for your attention, and bye for now.